Hey everybody, how you doing? Tuesday afternoon. Pretty much just finished off work. Literally got a phone call from my boss as I was entering the studio, and I thought, "Oh my God, is this guy really gonna call me now? Like right as I'm about to go live? I hope I don't have to delay this thing." But it's a quick phone call. He just wanted to set up a meeting, so did not have to worry about that. Um, he got off about 3 minutes early, so I figured, what the hell? Let's just start and get this thing going. Um, Chandra was here at 8:37 in the morning, guys. That's early, really early. I don't even think I was working yet. Steve, how are you, buddy? Buddy, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. Bama, Pickin, and Graham. What's up, boys? Yeah, Tommy, a little early today. Got off the phone with my boss, and I'm like, you know what? I'm out. Let me just go on StreamYard and get this going while I'm here. What's the point of waiting? Might as well just go. So how's everybody's day going? Mine's been pretty busy. Was working at a customer about a half hour away this morning. Then was doing some running around on the way back, trying to find some last items for the Bolo Buddies challenge this week. Not fully comfortable with what I have, but it is what it is. Thought I'd see if I could find anything else, and really wasn't too happy. And then came home and put the kids to work testing some of my video game systems that I picked up over the weekend. They enjoyed that. They got to play a Wii and test out one of the PlayStation 2s and a bunch of PlayStation 2 games. So they were quite surprised at how bad PlayStation 2 looked and kept saying, like, how did you guys play these? And I guess I was the same way with my parents when we started playing the newer video games. But they were happy. Both made $5 after school. Some cheap labor. But they're happy to get anything. It all goes to Fortnite or Roblox, little kid games, whatever. But at least I made them work for it. A little slow start today, but I guess that's what happens when I'm early. Show them Atari. Oh my God, they would freak out if they saw Atari. They tried the Wii on the big 65-inch, and that just did not look right at all. Like, it just looked weird. The PlayStation 2, they obviously had a test on one of the older TVs. But even that, they were like, what is this? And they were confused by the disc and restart button. I'm like, guys, it's not that hard. It's not that different. But they had a good laugh at it. They actually don't want me to sell the PlayStation 2 now because they actually enjoyed a couple of the games they were playing. So they want to put it up in their room and keep playing. But that's not happening. That might be part of my challenge this week. I'm thinking of putting at least one gaming system up for the auction. Hold on. Come on. All right, so Birdie wanted to join the live. Hey, buddy. Not often he comes in for these, but might as well let him join. Hey, Ella, how are you? What's up, Corbin and Amy? How are you guys? I just finished watching part 1 of your big weekend thrifting trip. Pretty cool. You guys had a nice little haul. I can't wait to see the rest of the series. Yeah, it definitely has one of the larger libraries. One of my thrift stores, all the games are $1. So I picked up one of each sport, an ATV game, couple singing games because I have the SingStar microphones. And yeah, we bought about 7 games and only 2 didn't work. So 5 games for $7, I'll take that. And I think that'll make a nice little bundle. It's like 3 sports games, the ATV game, and then 2 singing games with the microphones and the PS2. So that's a pretty solid bundle that I think will do well. Good to hear, Ella. I'm glad you're doing good. Flippin' Funky, what's up, girl? How you doing? How are you guys making out now that you're back from vacation and back in the full swing of things? Yeah, guys, definitely put them to work. Gave both boys $5. They were happy with it. They got to play some new games that they've never seen before. And my daughter, she was like jealous and she jumped in. She tested out one of the Wii balance boards. So I threw her like $2. She's like, here. So they did well. They kept yelling at me, this one doesn't work. I probably would have been just better off testing it myself with how much they called me. But it was cool. Good to see them do that and actually earn some money for once. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, I don't know if all of you have heard about this challenge. I know we've talked about it in other lives. Maybe you guys might have started to see it on Instagram. I'll be posting about it tonight on Instagram. There's some promotional stuff going out now. Tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m., there's going to be 30 videos coming out. There's 30 of us YouTube resellers that are doing a 99-cent starting bid auction with free shipping. We all have to put out the video tomorrow, 10 items. And out of that 10 items, you guys are going to be the ones to choose what 5 go up for auction. That'll be for a couple days, probably till I think it was Friday at midnight. And then after that, we put up the top 5 things on Sunday for an auction for 1 week with free shipping and starting at 99 cents. And after 1 week, we'll all make videos about what's sold, the usual. And then the person who made the most money out of their 5 items will get a box or thrifted item from each one of the losers. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure I'm sending something to somebody. There's some decent sized names in this competition, and some people are taking it very seriously. I'm doing it because it's my first collab with anybody. I mean, I jumped on lives, had people on my live, but this is the first full collab I've done with other people. So I kind of did this more from the promotional aspect, get my name out there a little more in the community, the people that don't know me. And even if I take a little loss on some of the items, it's worth it. It's better than buying subs. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. My goal is just don't finish last. It's my first time doing something like this. I don't want to finish my first challenge last. So I'm putting up a couple of things that I think will make some decent money. I'm hoping at least. And we'll see where it goes. I know for a fact I am putting up either the PlayStation 2 or the Wii as one of my 10 items. I'm confident one of those 2 would do enough to keep me far from the bottom. I'm hoping. So we'll see. Let's say hi. Yeah, I'm still working on that. I actually don't have my 10. I'm still going through my death pile, trying to find like 2 or more three things, 2 or 3 things to round it out. But I think I pretty much have the items I think people will go for. So we'll see. I'm pretty excited to see how it goes over. Yeah, Corbin and Amy, I found out about it from Philly Picker. Yeah, Joe tagged me and sent me a message and said it would be something good to get my name out a little bit more and take a look at it. So I joined and we'll see where it goes. They cut it off at 30 because on Instagram you couldn't have more than 30 people in a chat message. So she cut it off there, which is pretty cool. Hey Marcy, how are you? Glad you're here. So who are some of the people? You got Bolo Buddies, she's in it, Mountain Man Treasures, OBX Picker, Philly Picker, Art Vandalay, The January House, Boris and Natasha, Jen's Closet, Mr. Buys a Lot. I'm really scared of him. Farm Scavenger Noel, she's going to do well for sure. I know I'm forgetting some other names right now, but there's a lot of well-known people out here on YouTube that do very well reselling as well. And Joey Bada Bing's also in it. So there's some good names in there. I can't wait to see how it goes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see everybody's videos. It's a lot of videos, though. Watching 30 videos tomorrow, and I'm sure they're all going to be anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes each. That's a lot of time. So I'm probably going to have them all on the 1.5 times speed just to get through it a little quicker. That's kind of how I watch videos now when I'm watching videos. I just spend so much time in lives that I just lose track of time and never have any chance to watch videos. I watch them, but they're sped up, usually 1.5 times, sometimes even 2, just to try to catch up. My watch later just keeps growing. Trying to support everybody that's supported me all along. It's very important. Making Shane drive you around the thrift stores. That's not a surprise. Do you have the peanut butter in the back seat again? Is that going to be in the video again? That's still hilarious. That one time I saw your video and there's just a jar of peanut butter sitting right there in the middle seat. The lives really are a time warp. I sit there and go, what happened to the day once I start watching them? Especially when there's multiple people on at once that I like, because then I'm jumping between lives. And next thing I know, the day's just over. And I'm like, crap, I didn't get anything done. But I'm sure that's most people in here. It just happens to all of us. It's in the front seat. That peanut butter. I'll be right back. All right, needed to shut that door. Brody didn't close it on his way out. The dog never does. But yeah, I mean, so all in all, it's been a good day. I mean, I did have to go back to the thrift store that I bought the PlayStation 2 and 3 from, because when I was testing the one PlayStation 2 out, it didn't work. It turned on. I heard the CD going, had the cable plugged into the TV, and it just wasn't reading it. Since I already own a PlayStation 2, I took that cable, plugged it into the unit, up to the TV, still wasn't reading anything to the TV. So that sucked. I had to return that. Amy has a pedicure date. I guess that's kind of how you're paying her for this weekend. Have fun, guys. I'm glad you stopped in. Thanks for supporting like you always do. But yeah, so I brought the PlayStation 2 back to the store today, and they didn't want to return it. It said, power's on, not tested. And normally at this thrift store, if it says that, they won't take the return. It has to say, not tested, 7-day return, or tested, but 7-day return. This one didn't say that, but the kid that gave it to me, I talked to him and I said, listen, this says it's not tested. Can I return this? And he said, yeah. So when they told me no, I'm like, listen, the kid who helped me said, yeah, you can bring it back. So here I am. And they were like, they knew right away who it was. They're like, oh, it's probably so-and-so. They call the manager, and the manager starts talking to me, and she goes, oh, it was probably so-and-so. Yeah, we're not supposed to do that, but it's $75. I have to call the full store manager. She came up and said, so-and-so must have said this to you. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, the system works, but it doesn't go up to like it's just not reading. It's like the data port or something like that, like the display port. And I don't have time to fix that stuff. I'm not paying to fix that stuff, especially on a PS2. So eventually they said they would give me store credit. I paid $68 after taxes. So they were going to give me that. But I told them I want some of the stuff that came with the PlayStation. Like I wanted the SingStar microphones. Those worked. I tested it on my PlayStation 2. And they looked at the bag. They said, you can keep everything in the bag except the system, and we'll give you $58 instead on a gift card. I'm like, fine, I'll take that. Because I go to this thrift store once or twice a week, so I'm not losing any money by getting a gift card. It'll probably be spent this Saturday when I do my thrifting. But it worked out. They gave it to me. I told them I'm the one who also bought the PS3, and that worked perfectly fine. So I'm good there. And they gave it to me. I just know now, even if one of the kids says, yeah, you can return this, I should know it's not. But there was no way I was paying $65 for a PS2 that wasn't tested. That would have just been BS. And you're just asking for a failure. Yes, Michael, research. that's what I've been doing with some of the things that I wanted to put in this competition. I look to make sure they get bids. That's why I'm thinking of doing one of the gaming systems as a bundle. Um, the shipping will get me a little bit, but I know I can get a decent amount of money with a nice bundle. I'm leaning the PS2 way because the PS2 I have is my personal one that is sat in a box for probably 5-6 years now. And with it sitting for that long, I'm never going to use it. So it's almost like a free item. I just bought a few more games to bundle with it and like those microphones. So I'm into it for about $15. So $15 in the shipping. From what I'm seeing auction wise, those can still go anywhere from 60 to 100 depending on the bundle. So thinking of putting that into the competition. The other stuff, they make a little bit, but nothing big. But I unfortunately didn't have much here that I wanted to put in, and I just didn't find a lot. Yeah, exactly. I was very happy they did it. They even felt bad. They were all telling me how much of an idiot that kid is and how much he doesn't know what he's talking about. So it's kind of funny, especially having 4 different people all come up and say it must have been him. That was pretty funny. It also helped I was honest. Like I had the bag there with everything else, and I told him I want stuff out of this. This is how honest I'm being. I could have left that stuff at home and just brought the system back, but I brought everything. But I'd like to buy that. Once you do the refund, let me buy this stuff. So with the manager, she was like, "Oh, really? Okay, yeah, we can work something out." Chucky, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Flippin Goodies, hey, how are you? Glad you could stop in. So, Chucky, who's your guys' guest this week? I haven't seen the thumbnail yet. Is there a guest, or is it just going to be you and Lady Pie? Your live is at a tough time for me. Being at 7 o'clock, I want to go in and support you guys so much, but it's what time we leave to go pick up the kids from their dads because they leave his house at 7:30. So normally I get back about 8 o'clock, and you guys, some weeks you're wrapping up right about then. But we'll see. They got Easter break coming up, so there'll be an open Thursday night. But yeah, we'll see. What's up, Leroy? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Keith. Okay, no, that should be a good one. I like Keith. I was watching some of his live yesterday with Peak Resellers. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Pequot Resellers. I like their show. I like those 2 guys. Hey, Lewis, how are you? You taking a break over there? I know it's getting pretty late, and you've been hustling. Guys, if you're not following Lewis, check out his channel. He's got a lot of good content, and he's getting close to that 1,000 mark. So let's support him if you're not already. He's also got a good show with some of his buddies, Topher, Derek, and Julian, No Cap. Usually it's every other week, and it's a pretty good show. Tommy, I know he was thinking it. I like when they do stay later though, because I'm able to catch it for a few minutes before they go. Usually while I'm waiting in the car for the kids to come out, I try to hop on and be like, "Hey guys, I'm here," kind of. I would listen to it in the car on the way out, but nobody wants to hear that. I mean, not necessarily Chuck. Nobody wants to hear YouTube in my car. Only time I'm able to hear the YouTube is when it's just me driving. Like this morning, I'm away to my customers. I had OBX playing. Yesterday, I had Mo and Leroy playing. Some mornings, I have Tommy and Tracy on, catching up on their old shows. 150 books on Amazon today. Yeah, you're hustling for sure. I think the most I ever listed in one day on Amazon was probably about 75. 971. Okay, yeah, you're getting really close. I think last time I looked, you're around 945, something right around there. I think, did you have your subscribers hidden for a while? Because I think when I saw the 945, I was pretty surprised by that. I didn't know you were that high, but that's awesome. Hopefully you get there pretty soon. There isn't many times people aren't on. It's true. I mean, that's why I get lost in these lives now. Someone ends and I look and, oh, there's somebody else that I enjoy watching their content. So I jump in their live, and usually the same people in the chat are in that live. So it's somebody to talk to while I'm working. But yeah, that's kind of why I took this Tuesday afternoon time frame, just because there weren't many people on right about now. So it was something that I was able to do. Mike Lewis, anyone I missed? Flippin Goodies, they do. Books really do sell. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I thought so. Are you guys switching to the weekly no cap or staying bi-weekly? Weekly would be awesome because that show is freaking hilarious. Love you guys. Chop, come on. Nah, I definitely try to listen. It's actually going to be harder to listen to anybody soon. Sports start up next week. We got 2 playing baseball on 2 different teams, and we got 1 playing softball. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do in my time when all this stuff starts. Full-time job, the reselling, YouTube, and sports. One of the baseball teams I'm coaching, possibly head coach. Another team I just help when I can. I used to be an assistant coach for them, but it was just got too busy with one of the other kids' teams, so I just help them when I can. And then softball, I'm going to try to start helping her out whenever I can too. It just all depends on the day of the week. Once spring hits, we're usually at least 4 nights during the week practice and at least 2 games during the week. And usually all day Saturday, we'll usually have 2 or 3 games between all the kids. So it's going to be hard to squeeze in some thrifting for sure, but I'm going to find a way because I'm enjoying thrifting. I'm enjoying the YouTube. I'm enjoying reselling. So I'm going to make time for it all. Vintage Reds, nice. Yeah, $1. I mean, people are going to want Redskins stuff just to have the name Redskins on it. I know I'm forever going to call them the Redskins. I will never call them the Washington football team or whatever their next name is. They're always the Redskins. That'd be great if you guys did do it in the future. We all love the show. But at the same time, too, it keeps people waiting and keeps the anticipation up, especially when everybody starts talking about it a week before. April Fool's Day is the next one. That should be a good one. Definitely. I think there's a couple of shows at April Fool's Day, a couple specials. Yeah, Tommy, do you even sleep anymore? Between your show late at night, being on everybody else's shows, watching them, and then you're on Mo and Leroy in the morning in their chat room. Yeah, that's on. But you know what? It's fun. It's stuff we enjoy a lot, especially sports. And after the past year, it's going to be great to get out there on the field again. All right, thanks for stopping by, Funky. Nisa, Shane, guys, have a good night. I will definitely talk to you guys later. Yeah, Tommy's a busy man, Lewis. He definitely is. How am I liking lives? I love them. Like, I actually do, especially when there's people in here and the chat's being active. It's definitely a lot of fun. I think in the next week or two, I'm going to start adding some guests just to try to switch it up a little bit and just add a little more, because if the chat's slow at any points, I kind of start stumbling over what to talk to, don't know what to talk about. So I think adding some guests would liven the chat up a little bit, liven the live up. I don't want to do interview shows. I feel like everybody is doing interviews now. And I think that's just kind of getting a little tired because we're seeing the same people on everybody's shows doing the same interviews. That is what I like about Chuck and Nate. They've been bringing in people that you normally don't see get interviewed on other shows. And I'm kind of thinking the same way, but mine, when I start inviting people, it's just going to be general, just bullshit, and whatever it's talked about is talked about. If anybody has questions for them, then cool. But I don't plan on actually coming up with questions for people. I just want to chat and see where it goes. 3 to 5 hours. Ugh. Okay. Since I've started doing so much reselling on YouTube now and watching so many lives, my sleep's down to about 6 hours. And it's probably going to start getting less soon between work and everything else. And then I do want to start listing more. This feel weird live alone, but I want to improve it. Yes, interview shows are getting old, especially if it's about reselling. It's true. There's so many people I'm seeing like the same person on 4 or 5 shows, and they're getting asked the same questions. Like, okay, like I'm there really for the chat and just to support. That's what I like about your guys' show and Mo and Leroy. Like, it's just talking. Whatever comes up, it comes up, and you just have fun talking about it. And yes, the lives alone can be definitely weird at times, especially when the chat dies out. Part of that's because I don't think about really what I'm going to talk about that day. I just kind of start off with whatever's going on during that day, work or thrifting, and then see where it goes. Mo, how are you? You're watching a show. You're actually watching something. Good to see you, Mo. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you could stop by. Trying myself to work on 6 hours. That's what I usually am. And it's tough on the days that I have to drive out to customers. Like when I have to drive out to Lancaster, that's an hour and a half drive each way. And then I'm usually out there for about 4 or 5 hours, like hustling around the campus. Shooting the shit and talking about problems. Yeah, that is what I think it should be. Forget all these questions. If you're interviewing somebody and like bigger that you really like look up to, then obviously you're gonna ask them some questions about what they do, why they've done it. You've got to. But the same people that you see everywhere else, we're not learning anything new. Slows. I used to require 9 hours and start over a year. So cutting back. Wow, 9 hours. That's a lot. Yeah, Leroy was wrong on this one. I don't know if Leroy's still here, but he was wrong this time. I think he's got to go pick up his daughter soon. I think I heard that on OBX's show. I was in and out of the car with that one today, so I didn't get to listen to as much as I normally do. That's a great question, Louis. Do you feel as productive when you get 3 to 5 hours compared to 7 to 9? Be interesting to see how Tommy feels about that. I know myself, it's kind of funny. I think I kind of am a little more productive when I have less sleep. When I've had a lot, it takes me a while to get going on the day. And then when I do get going, I kind of get distracted a little more. I'm actually not as focused the more sleep I get. I think it's like when I have less sleep, I'm able to be like, you got to get this done. You got to get this done. If you get it done, you might be able to crash. He's getting on the road, okay? 5's optimal. Too much time, end up wasting time. That's how I feel when I get too much sleep. I just I don't know. I just wind up wasting so much time in the day. I've got so much energy and I just can't focus. I like to multitask. I get very distracted in general. So if I've got too much sleep, the multitasking, I'm like, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Where if I don't have too much sleep, I'm able to just go, you need to focus. You need to do this task, and then you'll be able to focus because I know my brain's not fully there. Now, is the quality of work as good if I had more sleep? That's a good question. I don't know about that. But I don't know about the quality of work in general. No, Jen, I am not mad at you. Not mad at you at all. Thanks for fixing the image, though. I'm sure you guys didn't know because Jen took down the post pretty quick. She posted on Instagram a photo of everybody in the Bolo Buddies competition this week. And I'm looking, I said, my name's Skip because she tagged me, but my page wasn't listed. Everybody else's was. She had so many images, I just got buried under somebody, but she got it fixed. I'm not mad at you at all, Jen. Yeah, I'll focus on one thing. I don't know what it is, especially with my regular job. Part of it might be because I'm just not happy there right now. I can't focus on anything. I start doing a project, and within 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, is there another project I could be working on? Or is there something I could get ready to ship? Or is there something else I need to do? So, yeah. Don't notice 5 on 5 hours. That's what I aim for. Yeah, so not optimal craving bad food. Now, what's bad food for you, Tommy? It seems like in other chats I've seen you're a somewhat healthy eater. Or is it just Cracker Barrel? Well, she told me she was pissed. Still walking in that sun, Tommy. Hey, Amber, how are you? Glad you guys are back from your vacation. Hope you guys had a great time. I didn't catch where you guys went, though. Have you got back into the thrift stores yet? Eat clean and work out in the morning. Yeah, that's stuff I can't do. I've tried the workout in the morning thing. I do feel good the days I do it. I'm just not a morning person, so it was always tough to do. I could go for about 2 weeks in a row, waking up at like say 5:30 and getting a workout done, and then that first day I sleep, it's over. It's over. But I do feel good. Eating clean, that just does not happen at all. Eating clean for me is adding a salad or vegetables to dinner. That's my eating clean. I'm not a healthy guy eating wise. Working out, I actually preferred working out at nighttime, but yeah, it would keep me awake. I would not be able to sleep. The only time I was able to sleep after working out was when I used to work overnight. Sometimes I would get off at 2, 3 in the morning and hit the gym at that time. Now, when I'd leave there, knocked out. Wendy needs at least 12 hours. I can confirm that. And 12 hours might not be enough for her. She's probably going to be a little annoyed or embarrassed now that I'm saying it, but Wendy is my fiance. So thank you for coming in, hon. And she does need 12 hours minimum, especially on the weekends. I usually go out, thrift, and basically on my way home is about when she's getting up. So it works out. Work out and food health plus what you get about 20% accomplished each day that you set out for. Now, Tommy, do you set higher goals for yourself, knowing that you're going to wind up 20% less than what you want to do? Is that kind of how you offset it? Or do you just kind of make your list and what you get done is what you get done? Okay, yeah, got to get that little eBay algorithm moving along again, right? Oh, okay. I wish I could get my day going at 11, but I can't. It's hard. I like sleeping. I'm not a morning person. But when the sun's up, I'm up. That's the unfortunate part about daylight savings now. Once this fully kicks in, I will be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But I won't be able to work out. It's weird. I can't just wake up to go work out. If it's mixed in throughout the day, that's cool. Hoping for some garage sales. We had a couple in my area this weekend, but when I woke up and first started going out, it was still 27 degrees. So I said, screw that. I'm just going to hit the normal thrift stores and give it another week or two. I think this weekend might be a little bit better weather-wise for that. I just hate cold weather, so I couldn't do it. There's no way I could go out there 27 degrees and start looking at tables and possibly not find anything. Unless they really keep me on track. The Pomodoro system. What's that, Lois? Hi, Wendy. Yeah, Jen, I'm very productive late night. Usually after the kids go to bed, I'm able to start getting stuff done. And it's not because they're in the way. I just can't focus really at early evening and daytime. I just feel like I'm fully focused once late night hits. And it's strange. It's just after 9 o'clock, I'm ready to go. If we're watching our TV shows, and obviously like I'll skip working and then just not start till like 11. Some nights I'll start work listing 11, 12 o'clock at night. But then I can get a ton done in an hour or two because I'm finally focused. Really, Mo? I thought you were a morning person. I mean, who starts a show at 6 a.m. that isn't a morning person? Wait, you don't start at 6 a.m. That's Leroy. He's just there keeping the chat going. But no, I always wondered that. Like, it's the West Coast that you're on, so it's 6 a.m. when you start that show. To me, that's crazy. I give you props for that. You're definitely somewhat of a morning person. Even if you're a few minutes late, you are a morning person. Rotating shifts, so my wake-up times vary every 4 weeks. That stinks. That really does. Yeah, we have a blackout curtain in our room. It does nothing for me once summertime hits. Like, when I know that sun's out, I'm up. 5 hours, okay? Oh, I know. Wow. Yeah, my work area is definitely very unorganized. You guys seen it in my videos and lives, but I'm trying to change that. It's just so hard because I'm so used to it and I'm used to working within a mess. But if I see a mess elsewhere when I'm trying to work, I can't focus. Like Wendy will tell you, when it comes to dinner time, I'm freaking out all the time about the cabinet space, like the counter space, like that there's no room and I need it organized or I can't cook. What's up, Julian? Thanks for stopping in. Actually, thought of you and Casey today. I picked up a couple more golf clubs while I was out. Casey shot me a message from my last video and said he saw a couple golf clubs in there I should look at. So I went back today and they were still there. So I grabbed those. Leroy, who are you talking to? Because I don't look professional at all. I'm not professional at all. I mean, I'm starting to get comfortable with this. I definitely am. Thank you. Now that this is, I think, my 5th or 6th live, I'm starting to get comfortable talking to the camera, especially by myself. But it's fun. I really enjoy this stuff. Somebody who's always late. Tyler Leroy wakes you up each morning. He gets you up, though, when you get up. And to really start a show at that time, I really think you are a little bit of a morning person, even though it takes you a while to wake up. So I want to break down work intervals, traditionally 25 minutes only, separated by short breaks. Okay. I tend to do that a lot with my full-time job. I'll work for like a half hour, 40 minutes, and then I shoot upstairs and talk to my fiance and the kids that are working. I need those frequent breaks or I'm just going to completely lose my focus and then not get anything done. Hey, Bekah, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Not a morning person or night owl. Okay. Amber's a morning person, but has to sleep about 10 hours. I could see you being a morning person, waking up full of energy. Organized chaos, that's what I like to use. I love that term. especially when I'm in my office at work, which sadly going away. It's always a mess, but I always knew where everything was. If somebody asked for paperwork on something, I knew where the paper was. I'm like, it's in that stack, probably about 3/4 of the way down. And you go look, it's there. It's an organized mess. That's what I'm hearing. I'm going to list a couple today. I just got to clean them up a little bit. My USPS boxes came, so I'm ready to go on those. Going to order some more because hopefully they go quick. I haven't done anything in a week. Got the COVID shot. Felt horrible for a day and then no motivation. I understand that. I haven't gotten the shot yet. I don't know if I will or when. But I know about the motivation. I actually took this weekend off. I didn't list anything. I took 3 days off listing. I didn't spend much time on YouTube. I stopped in Tommy's show, watched a little bit of that, watched a little bit of Emily and Angie. But outside of that, I kind of stayed away from YouTube, stayed away from eBay. Kind of needed a couple of days to just detach from it all. I did do my normal thrifting, but outside of that, that was about it. Now today, I've been trying to get back into the swing of things and hopefully listing some stuff tonight. Hey, Justin, how are you? Things are going good. Glad you could stop in. Jen's organized chaos. Mo's organized chaos. Is that just like a reseller thing? We're all just a little bit organized chaos, all a little mess and all a little crazy. Michael and Jen, are you guys close to each other then? Sorry. Saying hi. All right, I'm caught up. It's fun falling behind in these chats now. It definitely means I'm getting a little more comfortable talking about stuff. Can't list until after the talent show. Hey, there's the talent show tonight too. Both kids, they all take karate. One of them still does. The other ones did. And Caitlin and Jason decided to do a karate skit. Their mom filmed it, and then I edited it a couple weeks ago and then put it on YouTube. No, I didn't put it on YouTube yet. We uploaded it to their site that they had to submit the talent show to, and now I've got to actually upload it on YouTube for the kids. So they all have channels. They've all got like 2 or 3 subscribers, mainly family. But it was a lot of fun. They did some of the things they've learned. They each did their little katas, did a little bit together, and it had to be under 2 minutes. So can't wait to see how it does and how they do in the competition. They're doing it obviously virtual this year, so that's why we had to submit the video, and they're just making one long video. Obviously, I'm going to really clean my office after shipment. It really is. I always say I'm going to clean, and I'm sure I'm going to hear that right now that I don't. But I always say I'm going to clean, I start, and then get distracted. I was supposed to clean our rec room this weekend with all my shit in there. Instead, I cleaned out an area in the garage and haven't moved any of the stuff yet. Hello, saying hi to Wendy. Yep, they're still waiting for me to put it on YouTube. Yeah, of course, Leroy. Go get that done. Have some fun with your daughter tonight. I'm glad you're going to be seeing her and getting to spend some time with her. That's great. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Was doing some talking about the challenge earlier. We're all excited. I've heard it a couple times in different lives today. Everybody's excited to get this going tomorrow and see what everybody has to offer. I was talking about it earlier too. I have a PlayStation 2 and a Wii. One of those are going to be part of my 10. Try to make a decent first impression on my first challenge and first collab. Thank you so much for letting me join this. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by, Lewis. Get some work done. I know it's getting late over there for you. Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I am too. Sounds like everybody is. I've been messaging with a few people on the side on Instagram today, and we've all been talking about it. I have 2 more things I need to pick. for my 10, and then I'll be filming and editing tonight. So it'll definitely be a late night with that. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. So what else does everyone else have going on tonight? I've got town show listing and the competition. Told some people I was going to sabotage them. Is that allowed? I would not do that. Sorry, I didn't sign up. Just a lot going on right now. Yeah, in the last one I said Leroy's going to be that guy who bids on an auction and then doesn't pay. Are you going to be that guy, Leroy? Just don't do it on one of my auctions, okay? Have I selected my items yet? Ella, yes, I have. I actually have a list right here that has 10 things. 2 of them I'm not really sure if I'm going to put them on, so I got to find 2 more. But I might actually stick with those. I'm not sure. But I have 10 things. I have 2, maybe 3 that I think people are really going to gravitate to, and then the other 2 are just going to be complete wild cards. Don't know how it's going to go. My goal is not to finish last. I said that before to Mountain Man and Eric, and that's my goal. First challenge, I just don't want to finish last. Yep, more challenges. When was the Thrift 15? How long ago was that, Courtney? How often do you guys try to do one? Thrifting. You're not going to Walmart. See, Justin, switching things up for you, I thought it would be Target. Your video's ready to go. Nice. Yeah, I've got mine laid out in my head how I'm going to do it. I just got to plug in the parts where I show the items. I'm going to try and have some fun with it too. This is probably going to be my most edited video that I've ever done. Usually my videos are pretty simple, but I think I'm going to have a lot of different angles and different things in this one. Have some fun with it. Kat has some new YouTubers on tonight. She does. I saw that. Julian and Kat tonight on the show. They've got this guy named Dave. I think it's the Chevy picker. No, the Tesla picker. Heard he has some pretty good hoodies. And then some guy from Ohio, the Cincinnati picker. He's new to YouTube, right? He's only got about 124 subscribers, right? Or was it 124,000? I don't remember. But yeah, 2 new guys. I mean, that should be a pretty good show. I wonder if there's going to be any baseball talk from the Cincinnati Pickers. I've heard he's a pretty big Reds fan. So be sure to come out and vote. Yep. Only 5 of 10 get to go to our auctions on Sunday. Leroy is going to vote for your least profitable items, so I win. No, Leroy, I don't even know if Leroy is going to have time to get to any of those videos. Leroy's got his live with Mo tomorrow morning, and they usually go to about 12:31. And then, Leroy, are you doing your show tomorrow? If you're still here, are you doing that? Or did you say you were going to skip that this week with your daughter in town? Okay, this is only the second one. Cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. Yeah, new YouTubers. There's a lot of us that all jump around the same chats. Jen, Joe, Vandalay. I mean, I don't see them in here today, but there's a few people. It's kind of nice seeing the other names in the challenge now, like Moonstone Mamas, Vandy's Closet. These are all people that I don't really watch. Been subscribed to them, but I only catch them every once in a while. But it's nice to get the different areas of the community all together where we meet other people, and hopefully we all get new subscribers from the other side of the community of people that might not know us or have ever seen us before. I think it's a great idea, especially with this large of amount of people. And then for the brand new people to YouTube that are in this, there's a few people I saw that are under 50 subscribers. Not sure if they've been reselling for a long time or if they're also new to reselling, but it's great for everyone. Oh, Julian might even do his hair tonight. Oh, that's a big show. That's a big show. He's going to do his hair. Julian, does that mean a new hat? That would be me when it comes to saying do your hair for a video. I would be putting on a hat. I actually watch, well, when I edit my videos and I see that I don't have a hat on, I cringe. And there's been a few times that's happened. I've been working and then I come home and like, oh crap, I got to film this part for this video, or I got to film the what sold for today. And then I watch and go, oh, you forgot to put a hat on. Great. But I'm not going back and shooting. I rarely ever go back to reshoot something unless there's a error with the file. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. Yeah. Just might have came out differently in my head because I jumped across. But yeah, those guys are huge. It's just fun to joke about it. It looks like Tommy and Tracy don't have a guest afterwards, but it looks like they're going to have a great topic tonight. So I'm definitely going to have to jump in while I'm not doing my late night work and listen to some of that. Because it's actually a topic that's been coming up a little frequently with everybody. I saw Jake Yakov Benz talk about it on Instagram, and it's just life and all of this with it, reselling on YouTube. Like, does burnout affect yourself? How does it affect your business? How does it affect everything around you? It's a good topic, and we've been seeing it pop up a lot more lately. So I'm interested to see Tommy and Tracy tonight and their thoughts on the whole thing. That's part of the reason why I took a little break from YouTube this weekend and listening. I just needed a break myself, especially before sports season starts next week. Because once that starts, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to sleep if I'm still doing this as much as I am now. And I don't know when I'll get stuff done. But it's a great topic. So, yeah, you've got Cincinnati Picker and Dave on a Kat and Julian's show, and then Tommy and Tracy. It's going to be a good night of YouTube while we're all working. I feel like we all never shut down. Oh, he's up to 128. Okay. I thought it was like 124, but that's insane numbers. I don't think I'll ever see that. I'll be happy to see 1,028. That'll happen at some point if I stick with it, which I will. Who's Cincinnati Picker? Yeah, how far away is Tesla Picker and Cincinnati Picker from each other? I think Tesla's he's another one in Kentucky, right? Seems like there's so many people in that Kentucky area now. So it's 5:21. I'm probably going to stay on for about another 5 minutes, guys. It's almost that time to start getting dinner ready, especially if we've got the talent show tonight. So, Jen, what are one of your big items? You going to give anybody a hint? He seems like he is, Tom. He really does. I love watching his videos, and when somebody said he asks them what they want, and when they say something, he's just like, no, that's not enough. I'm giving you more. I'm like, so I think that's pretty cool, especially the one guy that he meets up with frequently, and the guy's like, 200-300, and he's like, that's not enough. I'm going to give you 350, or I'm going to give you 400. I think that's just so awesome. And I know that's just work related. I'm sure as a person outside of that, he's probably even better. He doesn't seem like he's somebody that just does it for the camera, which is pretty freaking awesome, because we see some people like that on YouTube. But yeah, John seems like a great guy. I wish I could gone out to that reseller hangout thing this summer, but obviously I just started in this and didn't even know about it. Maybe when the next one comes around, I'll be able to attend that and meet a lot of you guys, see who's real and begging for cab fare. All those closed? Nah. I do not like listing closed. So I don't know if I'm going to stick with closed after I get these listed. I'm almost through the second trip, and the third trip is still sitting in the trunk of my car. So I got to just take a day and just really grind through it. That'll be sometime soon. Yeah, I'm always in them watching. I am. It's great background noise, especially like during my regular day at work. And then in the evening, once I finally get around to listing and doing stuff. A Pokemon card. Okay. I wanted to do some baseball cards, but I don't have anything that's really of value right now. Since everything went all crazy and everybody just started buying up everything, I just haven't been able to get as many boxes as I used to. So I don't have anything really good to put up baseball card wise. I might put up a box, but it's not even a big box. It's just a box from the 90s. I might get a little bit. If it's selected, of course. That's the only thing you're confident about? Begging for cab fare. Yeah, I heard a story one time about a meetup, and there was somebody begging for a cab fare. Don't know where I heard that from. Okay, Bekah, you sell mostly clothes. Men's or women's, or it doesn't matter. You just sell whatever sells. I typically post men's clothes. That's all I know, so that's what I look for. One of the thrift stores around me the last couple weeks, they've been doing a 99-cent sale to clean out inventory before the summer stuff goes up. And for the first 3 weeks, I bought probably like 40, 50 bucks each week worth of clothes. So that was like 40 to 50 pieces. Actually, this is the last week of it. I just pulled up their schedule now. Week of March 22nd is the last of them. So I'll have to see Thursday. I'm going to go back Thursday. They're having a double points day. So they do rewards, which was pretty nice with the PlayStations. I got $15 off my next trip there because every $50 is $5 off. But I'll go Thursday for the double points and see which clothes they have left, if any. Once the weekend comes, anything that's left of a certain color, they'll mark it down to 49 cents right now just to get rid of it. But that ends this week. Mostly women's. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I would think like we all kind of do more of what we know. Unfortunately, most of the stuff I've gotten from this place has been button-down shirts, and with people not really in their offices, those don't do too well. But at 99 cents, it's been pretty good. I have 1 week slot. It's already paid for itself after 2 shirts. The second week, I've sold 2 or 3 shirts now, and it's paid off almost half of it, which is pretty cool. Like just 3 shirts out of like 45, and I've paid almost half. That actually brought me up to another thing. I sold my first thing on Poshmark the other day, which I was quite surprised about. Poshmark's been very slow for me. It has not gotten off the ground. I've only got about 20 things listed right now, but I had a shirt actually sell the other day. So I was quite surprised. When I printed the shipping label, I thought, oh my God, this is so freaking easy. Like it was just, you didn't even have to think because it's just a shirt. They've got their prepaid label. Print and go. Don't have to worry about the weight or any of that stuff. That was freaking awesome. The only thing I had to do was adjust the size because right now I'm using half-page sticky labels for the printer. I have 2 boxes of those. Once those 2 boxes are gone, I'm going to switch to a thermal. But it doesn't line up with those. I actually had to change the size to like 80% ratio just to shrink it down. But it worked, and wow, it was simple. And person got it yesterday, I believe it was, and the money cleared already, so that was pretty cool. Still haven't had any luck with Mercari yet, though. I'm going to start cross-listing a couple more things there, especially electronic-wise. I've heard video games can do well over there, so I'll try that instead of the clothes. You started reselling on Posh too? Okay. Yeah, I just don't have the time for the sharing. I actually have to go back and rewatch Tommy's video from Saturday with Amber Resells. I only watched like 20 minutes of it. And it sounds like she does a lot on Poshmark, but is transitioning some to eBay. But even then, I could still learn some for the Poshmark. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Good to see you in here. How's everything going for you? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, so Poshmark's been interesting. I got a bunch of stuff I want to cross post over. I just don't know when I'm going to have the time to do it. It is pretty easy. I use Vendu and just do import and then just trim the title down and change the price. I actually kind of leave the price the same as I have it on eBay, even because I do buyer paid shipping. So if I have a shirt for $15 on eBay plus shipping, I'll put it $15 plus shipping on Poshmark. Maybe I should lower that $1 or $2 because they charge them the priority rate. I don't know. But yeah, I don't mess around with the price much. Sometimes I actually raise it a little bit too, just because it seems like I get a little more over there. So I'm like, let me start a little higher, because I send offers to any likers and bring that down to what it is. I kind of do that on eBay too, though. I start high and then go lower. I always on eBay price at the top of the market. That way too, if I get an offer, it's still in an acceptable range. Possibly 4x6 on the free priority 2 from those. Okay. All right. Well, it is 5:30. I gotta go get dinner ready before this talent show tonight. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming out. You guys are always so supportive. I really appreciate it. Be on the lookout tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Everybody's video in the challenge is going to go live. There's going to be a hashtag. I'm sorry, I can't remember it off the top of my head at the moment, probably because I haven't done my video. That will make it easy to find everybody's video. Just put the hashtag up in the search bar and everybody's video is going to come up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you again, everybody, for stopping by. I will talk to you all later. Have a good night.